This is a video demonstration of the assessment form that you'll make for your Formstack training. To log into Formstack, go to miamioh.formstack.com, choose Login, Forms. We don't use a regular password with Formstack. You'll always sign in with Google. To create a new form, you're going to select the Forms tab and choose the Formstack Training Assessment folder. Make sure that you click on this folder name so that you don't put your folder or your new form in the uncategorized folder. Click Create, choose Form, Next Step. You're going to name your new form, and it can just be your name, and then first veterinary visit. We're going to choose Start with a blank form. The first thing you'll do is add a new section. When you click on a question, the property panel will open up on the left-hand side, and this is where you'll have your options to choose from. The heading for our assessment form is going to be called First Veterinary Visit. You don't need to save the questions that you build, but you can just click the little blue arrow to close the panel and then go on to your next question. We're going to add a name field, and notice that the blue line appears where your question is going to be dropped. We're going to change this field label to owner name. Add the email address. I'm clicking on the question to open up the panel, and we're going to change that to owner email. And then we're adding the regular address. And changing that to owner address. You're going to add another section, and sections can only be added at the top, above or below another existing section. So we're going to add this section to the bottom. And this section heading is going to be pet history. And we're going to have this section start on a new page. We'll use the short answer question type to add or to ask for the pet's name. We'll use a radio button to ask the question, what kind of pet do you have? And then you can change your options in the options area. To add another question or option, just click the plus sign. We're going to use the checkbox question. And here we're going to say, tell us about your cat. And here's some options that people might answer about their cat. In this question, we're going to add logic to it. So we only want this question, tell us about your cat, to appear if the previous question was answered with cat. So I'm going to click on the logic button. We're going to add a rule. And we're going to say, show this question if what type of pet you have is answered cat. And so this question will only show up if this question's answered cat. We're going to add a file upload question and change this label to upload your vaccination records. So this completes adding the questions in our Build tab. Next, we're going to go to the Settings tab. And this is where you could change your form URL name if you want to. Ours is correct because it pulled it in from when we named our form originally. We're going to update our email notifications. So the notification email is the email that the results are sent to. And so for your assessment form, it'll automatically have your email in here. So you need to add a comma and then add my email as well. The mintondm@miamioh.edu. We're going to add a confirmation email. And so confirmation emails can go to back to the person who sent it to you. So we're going to send this confirmation email to the owner email address, and that's why we asked for it. You can choose to have it sent out immediately or delayed. You can have all the submitted data go back to the person, or you can do a custom message. So I'm going to do a custom message. And I'm going to say, Dear. And here you can actually drag and drop from the other form entries. So, dear first name, thank you for submitting your data. Actually, I'm going to say for your pets. Thank you for submitting your pet's information. And we'll save this confirmation email. We can also provide them with a submission message on the screen. So I'm going to add a submission message. This is the default that's built in to Formstack. So if you don't change this, this is what a person will see when they submit their form. But you can do a custom message here. So you can also just give them a little more information about next steps or how long it's going to take for them to receive a response. Make sure we save the settings. If we want to test the form, you can go back to the Build tab, click View Live Form, and just fill out this information. You want to make sure that all of your functions work. So if I choose dog, horse, or fish, nothing happens. If I choose cat, that's where my logic question shows up. If I submit the form, I get that confirmation message that I just submitted. If I look back in Formstack, I can look on my submission tab and see that the submission took place. And then if I want to share this form with other people to allow them to complete it, you can use the URL or you can actually embed it on a web page. And so this URL is what you will send to the UCM web team in order to check your assessment. And so you'll send this link through the Canvas course.